Hello everyone, this is Cheetahman91, and this is the next part of my Blu-ray collection. For now, we are just going to be showing off just individual Blu-rays, not associated with like Criterion Collection or anything like that. So I guess we'll just get started with the oldest movie that I have, as far as my regular releases, 1935's Mr. Deeds Goes to Town. This is 1930. Yeah, it's 1935 by Frank Capra. We already talked about a Capra film in my older video. It happened one night. This was his next film, and in my opinion, this is a much better film. Like this is basically about a guy here, Longfellow Deeds, who does rats greeting cards or whatever. Like I don't know, rats like stuff for greeting cards, and he ends up inheriting like $20 million, and he has to deal with like a bunch of like I guess the trials and tribulations of getting 20 million, including like this girl right here who pretends to be his girlfriend but is actually like a reporter or whatever. Anyways, this movie is really good. Like I said, it's got some romance elements in it, but not as much compared to like It Happened One Night. I don't know. I just think this film's just much more entertaining. It feels more like your typical Capra, so it's like very sentimental in nature. But I don't know. It gets a pass in my opinion. A lot of Capra's films do. Like I said, this one was pretty popular too. I think it won an Oscar for Best Director and was nominated for Best Picture, but lost to Mutiny on the Bounty. And it's a shame. I think this one's a little bit better than Mutiny in my opinion. And what I'm going to do now too is I'll just flip and show the backside. I know I didn't do that for my Criterion videos, but I'll do it for the rest of these. I'll have a little bit of consistency. So there's what the back. If you want to read like the description, if you can tell what it is. But anyways, I better move on to something else. You know, time is limited. This phone space. Oh, saw something. I don't know what. Oh, just that. Next up, we have another Capra film. This is 1938's You Can't Take It With You. As you can tell, it won 2 Oscars, according to the photo there. Best Picture and Best Director. Anyways, this is a pretty good film, too. This is more like a screwball comedy about, like, this rich man who falls in love with, like, he's, like, the son of, like, some rich businessman, and he falls in love with, like, the secretary who lives with, like, lives in this house full of these really like eccentric people. And what it is the guy's dad wants to take over, wants to build factories, so he has to but he has to like buy the house or whatever, buy the land where the house is at, and he can't do it. So yeah, that's what that film's all about. Just trying to like use his son to like get the land. This one's pretty good. The one thing that really works about this film is just I'll flip it over. Just the bizarre family. Just really just like I said, very quirky characters. Like my only real complaint is that it does get a little too sentimental by the end, like a little too like very sappy. You know, there's a term called Capricorn. You know, because like a lot of Capra's films are very sentimental in nature. This is probably like probably one of the worst offenders. But you know what? I can get by. I can accept that. You know, it gets a pass. This is like a great film. Not quite as good as Mr. Deeds, but worth checking out. And I thought it was a pleasant surprise. Anyways, next up we have our first Warner Archive release. We'll be seeing quite a few of these. This is 1938's Angels with Dirty Faces. This is a gangster film about basically this guy gets out of jail and he wants some money, but he's not able to get it by some other crime boss. So he ends up like recruiting this gang of kids to like help him just do gangster shit or whatever. I think he tries to rob a bank. Just illegal stuff. Oh, this is a great film though. Probably Cagney's probably his most well known role, either The Public Enemy or White Heat, where he plays Cody Jarrett. And this one he's gangster Rocky Sullivan. Yeah, very very memorable performance. Yeah, you see, like that review says it best. Engrossing and vivid motion picture. Yeah, I agree with that. Really just top notch stuff. Great classic gangster film. Probably my favorite from the era, other than White Heat, which I don't have that on Blu-ray, but that's definitely a must-watch in my opinion if you like classic gangster stuff. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. And here we have our final Capra film. Oh, here we go. Here's the good shit. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Yeah, this is the one, like, is a must-watch in my opinion. Like, legitimately, like you haven't seen this film, you just gotta go see it. I won't say anything about it, but just... Really? The one thing that's so great and depressing about this film is that it's correct about a lot of things, like even today, like a lot of like corrupt politicians. Like it's really depressing just how relevant this film still is. Like over 80 years later. But yeah, just a must watch. I mean, it's Capra's best film, James Stewart's best film, in my opinion. Probably should have won like a bunch more Oscars, but of course they gave it to Gone with the Wind, which that's not a bad film, but it can't compete with this in my opinion. Mr. Smith's just a classic. But I'm not going to go on too much about that because it's pretty well known. But you haven't seen it, just please see it. Just see it already. That's from '39, by the way. All right, here we have another archive film. This is Sergeant York from 1941. Oh, another great film. This is by Howard Hawks and another with Gary Cooper. This is a about the biopic about Sergeant Alvin York who fought in World War One. Yeah, this is another great film. Yeah, probably one of my favorite films about the First World War. Just Alvin York was an interesting character, and Gary Cooper just gives an excellent performance. Yeah, you can see like how that's folded out. I don't know. It just does that with these really, with these Blu-rays. I don't know. Maybe it's like the temperature. Who knows? But hey, the movie still works. That's all that matters. But yeah, another great film, great war film. Cooper, I think, won Oscar for Best Actor. Well deserved. I think this was nominated for Best Picture, but it lost to, I think, Mrs. Miniver. I haven't seen it, but I doubt it's as good as this. But yep, another classic. And moving on, we have our first film noir. This is 1942's This Gun for Hire, and this is like really, yeah, it's really weird. I just noticed this. Like Alan Ladd's actually not credited in this because this is like the main poster, but he's actually like the main star of this. Yeah, this is like his breakthrough film. This is the first of three noirs he did it with Veronica Lake. We'll be getting to the second one here in a minute, The Glass Key. This is a great like World War II themed noir. Like I need to watch this one again, but from what I remember, it's pretty good. Better than like Ministry of Fear, which I talked about in one of my older videos. Yeah, just great stuff, and we'll flip it over. I guess we'll get the back side. Yep, outstanding film noir. I wouldn't say it's outstanding, but it's pretty damn good. Like it's legit. I would check it out if you're a noir fan. You haven't seen it. Anyways, I guess we'll get to our next noir, Lake Lad joint. The Glass Key from, I think this is from '43. This is another one I don't remember much about, but I remember it's pretty good. I think this one involves more like the criminal underworld and stuff. I guess we'll flip it over if you want to see the description. It'll just tell you there. Oh, it's a murder mystery. Yeah, I guess I've seen this one, but it's been so long since I've seen it. Like I don't know. I need to watch this one again. But from what I remember, it's pretty darn good. So yeah, just take my word for it, I guess. I can see the floor and my foot. It doesn't really matter. And here we go. Also from 1943, I think. Yep. We have Five Graves to Cairo, which this is one of director Billy Wilder's earliest American films. This is like a spy film that takes place in Cairo. Another like World War II themed. Like this one's good, but I don't know. Probably Wilder's weakest film in my opinion out of all the ones that I've seen. But hey, it's his first one that features Erich von Stroheim, who obviously, as you can see by the description, would be in Sunset Boulevard, which in my opinion is like the best gold standard for film noir. Much better than, well, this isn't really film noir, but yeah, this one's good. This is another one I need to like see again. Like I need like a second opinion on it. I don't know. Like my first opinion, like it's good, but I don't know, somewhat unmemorable. I guess we'll move on to our next film. We have, here we go. This is 1943's The Oxbow Incident, our first Western on deck. Yeah, this is sort of a cross between a Western and a trial film. I'm not going to say much about this one, but you got to watch it. Like, it's short. It's got great performances, a very powerful message. Just, yeah, this is legit. This is another one I need to see. I've only seen it once. Like, most of these I've only seen once, but damn. This shit's so good. I mean, wow, I was shocked. Like, it's only 75 minutes, but you get a lot of bang for your buck for this one. So, I guess moving on, we have 1944's Lifeboat, which is most famous for being Alfred Hitchcock's only film he did with 20th Century Fox. Also, one of the few films he did that wasn't really a thriller. This is more of a survival film. Basically, it's about these people on this boat, like in this obviously lifeboat, and they're just trying to survive, you know. This one takes place during World War II, and of course there's a lot of drama involved. I don't know, this one's pretty good. Not really Hitchcock's best, but, you know, it's worth checking out for completionists, in my opinion. You know, once again, another one I really need to see. I've only seen once, and that was a couple of years ago. Yeah, we're starting to see a trend here. Oh, here's another one. I've only seen this one once, but I saw this one far more recently. This one's legit. The Best Years of Our Lives. Yeah, basically, this is about a film about a bunch of soldiers who come home from World War II and just they just focuses on their lives, day-to-day lives. This one just, yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. Yeah, it's just fantastic. Won a bunch of Academy Awards, like Best Picture. I think Frederick March won Best Actor. Harold Russell won Best Supporting Actor. And the interesting thing about him is that he actually is not a professional actor. Like, he was actually a war vet that was a double amputee. Like, the character he plays obviously is a double amputee, and I think he did great in the role. For, like I said, for just an amateur actor, yeah, I would definitely check this one out. It's a great drama. Like, it's long. I don't know. I just feel like it's justifies its length. Like I said, well worth checking out. Well deserving of all its Oscars. It was also the highest grossing film in the 1940s. It's easy to see why. Anyways, I guess we'll go through a couple more for this. Next up we have, where's this from? 46, we have The Spiral Staircase, which is a thriller. Basically, it's about this woman who is a mute, who can't talk because of something that happened in her past, and yeah, there's a bunch of like drama and stuff going on. I don't know. This one's good, but yeah, it's got the atmosphere, but I don't remember much about it. Like, wasn't super memorable. I guess there's a description if you're interested. Yeah, one of the all-time great Hollywood showers. I don't know about that. I was kind of hoping it would be. I heard it was like really good, but I was slightly underwhelmed. But like I said, a lot of people seem to like this movie. I don't know. Maybe I just don't. Maybe it's because I've just seen too many thrillers. I don't know. Like, it's good, but not great. Like I said, a bit underwhelming. And I guess last but not least for this part, we have 1947's Boomerang. This is a film noir based off a true story. Oh, what is this one about? Let's flip it over and just look at that description. Well, this is about a priest that gets shot down, and they end up just taking somebody in who may or may not be innocent. And yeah, this one's like a kangaroo court, and some guy's trying to like prove that he is innocent. This one's worth checking out. This one's way more of a drama too, but yeah, it's good stuff good stuff overall. Like, I remember the first time I watched this, I wasn't that into it, but the second time I watched it, I've enjoyed it a lot more. Like I said, it's a great crime drama by a well-regarded director, Oya Kazan, who's from Turkey out of all places. So pretty interesting. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video, and thank y'all for watching, and I will do part 2 soon.